apavargoshi samshrute. Synonyms, word to word meaning. Arjuna uvacha. Arjuna said, Krishna, O Lord Krishna, Krishna, O Lord Krishna, Mahabaho, He who is the Almighty, Bhaktana, of the devotees, Abhayankara, eradicating the fear of, Tvam, you, Ekaha, alone, Dahyamanana, those who are suffering from, Apavargaha, the path of liberation, Asi, are, Samshrutehe, in the midst of material miseries. Translation and purport given by Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation. Arjuna said, O my Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa, you are Almighty Personality of Godhead. There is no limit to your energies. Therefore, only you are competent to instill fearlessness in the hearts of your devotees. Everyone in the flames of material miseries can find the path of liberation in you only. Please repeat the translation. Arjuna said, O my Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa, you are the personality of Godhead. There is no limit to your different energies. Therefore, only you are competent to instill fearlessness in the hearts of your devotees. Everyone in the flames of material miseries can find the path of liberation in you only. Purport. Arjuna was aware of the transcendental qualities of Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa, as he had already experienced them during Kurukshetra war, in which both of them were present. Therefore, Arjuna's version of Lord Krishna is authoritative. Krishna is almighty and is especially the cause of fearlessness for the devotees. A devotee of the Lord is always fearless because of the protection given by the Lord. Material existence is something like a blazing fire in the forest, which can be extinguished by the mercy of the Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa. The spiritual master is the mercy representative of the Lord. Therefore, a person burning in the flames of material existence may receive the rains of mercy of the Lord through the transparent via medium of the self-realized spiritual master. The spiritual master, by his words, can penetrate into the hearts of suffering person and inject knowledge transcendental, which alone can extinguish the fire of material existence. The sense the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namavom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamy Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachyatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. From last few class we are seeing that Dronacharya is fleeing, being afraid of Arjuna. With that fear, without any knowledge of how to retrieve Brahmastra, he released Brahmastra to Arjuna. That time, Arjuna didn't act whimsically. Arjuna is also a warrior, right? Arjuna didn't act whimsically and he has taken Brahmastra and to counteract that. No, he didn't act whimsically. Rather, he seeking protection and permission from Krishna. That's why here Arjuna is telling, Krishna Krishna Mahabaho, O Almighty Personality of Krishna, please tell me what to do. Bhaktanam Abhayankara. You are protector of your devotees. And Tvameko Dakhyamananam. And you are the only person who can relieve the living entity from the material suffering. And what is that material suffering? Apavargosi samshrute. And samshrute means material miseries. Apavargaha means, in Sanskrit, if you observe, there is ka varga, cha varga, ta varga, and okay. And at last, pa varga. Pa varga means pa, ba, ba, ma. For this one, there is a, for each and every word, there is this something. Pa means parishrama, working very hard, day and night, just for a meal. That is called parishrama. Working very hard, day and night, just for maintaining family and for himself. That is called parishrama. Pa. Next, by working like that, then in their mouths, there is a fena. Pa. Next, pa. Pa means fena in Hindi. In English, if you want to see, foam. If any living entity, any animal, when they are working, especially when horses and donkeys, they are running and carrying so much of loads, there is a foam created in their mouth. That is called fena. Pa. Then bha. Ba means bandhana or vyartha means futile, for fruitive activity, and because he is thinking, this I am this body, and all who is related to everyone, the wife belongs to me, the children belongs to me, like that everything he is thinking, whatever relations to this body are mine, and I am not going to die, all relationships will be there eternally, like that he is thinking. That's why ba means bandhana. Then next bha. Then bhaya, fear. See, if something happens to me, if my legs is broken, or if I am unable to work, who will take care of my family? Nowadays, taking care of family means is so much struggle. Previously, the children's school fees used to be in hundreds and thousands. Nowadays, it's gone to almost lakhs. Per year, it's lakhs. See, in olden days, most of them, even in my generation, we used to go for government education till 10th class at least. Then no so much fees only exam fee, or for books we need to pay. That is very less. Nowadays, even a person who earns 1 lakh rupees for a month also is very difficulties in maintaining. He faces very much difficulties in maintaining a family, because 2 children, 1 lakh he has to pay. Then again house rent, house loan, then car loan, personal loan. Like that, 2-3 days back, one boy is telling he has got around 50-60 lakhs loan. He is earning around 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs per month. In that, more than 50% is going for loans only. Because obviously, 50-60 lakhs more loan means every month he has to pay interest, and he has to pay some amount to retrieve the loan. Like that, 50 to 60 lakhs loan. You see, that much difficulty to maintain a family. Then in the difficulties, he has got a fear. Now 60 lakhs loan is there. If I lose the job, what will happen? That too, after this Microsoft laid off so many people, thousands and thousands of people, they laid off. Then In those who are working in the Microsoft, they are afraid. When will my name will come? When my name will come? Some are writing articles. Last month, I have been given Best Employee Award. I think there is some card or a badge that is given to every month one employee, something like that, or maybe in a year, I'm not sure. He has written that last month only I have received Best Employee of the month or year, that, and this month I have been laid off. What is this? But they are telling only those who are efficiency is not good, them only we are laying off. But they have given me Best Employee Award and they laid off. What is this? By seeing him, everybody started writing articles. One more person, he started writing, see, I have a small baby and I have such and so many loans. My baby is nicely smiling without knowing that her father is laid off. Nicely she is enjoying. What should I do? Like that, putting headings like this. Everybody is writing articles in the website. By seeing that, everybody is getting afraid. What will happen to mine? What will happen to my family? If suddenly job goes, that's all. Fear. While driving accident, if I met an accident, what will happen to me? What will happen to my family? Like that, in this material world, continuous fear is there. That's why bha means bhaya. And not but least, ma means mrityu. Afraid of death. That I no need to explain. Everybody is afraid of death, including animals. Rat will be walking go very slowly. When this cat will come and eat me. And cat situation also the same thing. When the dog will come and eat me. Dog is thinking when that wolf or the fox will come and attack me, or so many human beings will attack me. They may throw stones at me, like that it is afraid. And other animals are afraid of tiger. Tiger is afraid of lion. Like that, this mutyubhaya, fear of death, is there in every living entity, including human being. So, this is called pavarga. Pa, ma. Then, here Krishna is not telling about pavarga. What Krishna is telling? Apavarga means to come. Apavarga means, Prabhupada has translated, the path of liberation. Means counteracting all these things is called the path of liberation. Apavargaha means the path of liberation. Getting out of all these fears. Fully depending on Lord Krishna for protection. That is called Apavarga. And for the protection of the Lord, we all think that protection of Lord means when I'm falling down, Lord has to come and hold me like that, just like that. And some scratch came, Lord should come and apply ointment. In our eyes, that is the protection, right? But Shastra is not telling like that. Acharyas is not telling like that. Protection means, actually protection is the causeless mercy of the Lord. And it is defined like this. For the conditioned souls, protection refers to material maintenance. For the conditioned souls, material maintenance, how to maintain. For that, Lord fulfills the desires of their living entities, that conditioned souls. Gives basic maintenance. What is that? Next meal. He gives nice meal for them. That is the protection for the conditioned souls. But for those who want liberation, those who want to follow the path of Apavarga, for them this is the not. And Lord offers to the condition. So for the devotees, Lord's protection is the protection from the illusion of Maya. What is that? Lord protects the devotees from ignorance. He gives devotee the strength, the knowledge, so that he can come out of the ignorance. What is that basic ignorance? I am this body. Then engagement in material affairs so much, that is called ignorance. From that, to come out. For that, Lord gives knowledge. How Lord gives personally, He'll come and sit next to you. This is this, this is this. Yes, in one way He tells, but we should understand. Bhagavad Gita is there, that is personally Lord is telling, whether to Arjuna, whether to you. The same slokas are there. If you feel personally Lord is telling from the book. Next, sitting next to you, personally is telling. But we are not feeling that is different. But don't feel that Lord comes and sits next to you physically and He'll explain. No, you don't do like that. You don't, normally don't does with us. It happens only with the pure devotees. Like Srila Prabhupada is there. When Srila Prabhupada is writing books, and sometimes he used to refer his own books. Then his devotees, his disciples, they used to ask, why Srila Prabhupada? These books are written by you only. Why are you referring again? What Prabhupada said? Many of you knows. What Prabhupada said? It's not written by me. It's written by Krishna. Krishna is dictating. I am just right. See, for Prabhupada is directly seeing. Because we don't see, that's why for us, Krishna sends the spiritual master, the transparent via medium. The transparent via medium, Krishna sends for our benefit. So, we all should take benefit of this one and follow the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, our spiritual master. So that we can perfect in this life. Actually, it is a duty of a sannyasi or a guru that to bring them out of the ignorance, they should travel to house, village to village, town to town, city to city, and each and every person, they should deliver this message. They should deliver this message and bring them out of the bodily ignorance and make them follow Krishna consciousness principles. That Prabhupada already started. He started and remaining work he left for us. Prabhupada, how he did, we know, no? He distributed person to person when he is physically present in this material world. Back to Godhead magazines especially used to, and we used to select some elite class of people and used to distribute personally. That's how he met Sumati Maharajji, and he used to preach Sumati Maharaj in Mumbai. Like that, Prabhupada did each and every house he went, each and every person. And town to town he went. In India he preached, Jhansi he preached, League of Devotees he started. That was closed somehow, I think last to last class I already mentioned this one. Then again, his Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj ordered him, you should preach for the English speaking people. Then he traveled to US and he preached. Initially, where Srila Prabhupada preached in US, do anybody, any guess? Foreigners, yes. Which places? Huh? Times Square later, initially. Boston. In Boston, which place? Especially. In Bowery Street and all is there. But initially, Sally Agarwal used to organize classes in churches. Initially, he went to Gopal Agarwal's house and he was there in that place, in his house for many days. Then, his wife, an American lady, her name is Sally Agarwal. She used to organize Srila Prabhupada classes in churches. And Prabhupada used to go to church, and after their prayers, everything got over. Prabhupada used to tell about Bhagavad Gita. Everybody nicely they should sit and they'll hear. Nicely. Prabhupada said Krishna and all these things, basic information and all he used to tell. Why we should love God, how Jesus Christ preached love of Godhead, like that he used to connect nicely and he used to preach. See, initially Prabhupada preached in churches. Later Bowery Street, all these places, yes, Tompkins Square he preached, that is later. Radha Govind ki. But initially Prabhupada preached in churches. So, now Prabhupada left that business to us. What Prabhupada said, distribute my books. Now, if you want to deliver all the people, all of us, not all of you only, including me, we should go to each and every house in Hyderabad, Secunderabad, whatever, Telangana, India, everywhere we should go and distribute Prabhupada books. Don't think we'll distribute but they don't read. Yes, they may not be read, but the next generation may read. Next to next generation may read. Their neighbors may read. How do you know? And they'll become devotees. All of us came to Krishna consciousness like that only. Somebody else preached. Somebody else gave a book. Or we have seen somewhere. Like that only we came. Online, whatever it may be. Like that, we should also help in Srila Prabhupada's movement. That is our duty left for us now. So, when Srila Prabhupada is given this duty, everybody should follow. And if one is not following, and why it is so important to preach this Krishna consciousness message, the message of Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, Bhagavatam says, people simply think like this, it seems. What Bhagavatam says is, Yashyatma buddhi kunape tridatuke Swadi kalatradishu bhauma ijjati yattirtha buddhi salile na karihij janeshu abhigneshu sayeva gokaraha. Means, Yashya Atma Buddhihi. Their intelligence is limited to Tridhatuke. This body, which is made of with three dhatus, bile, mucus and air. And they think that is I am. Yashyatma means I am this Tridhatu body. Then Swadi Kalatradishu. Swadi, whatever relations are there to this body, all are belong to me. Swadi Kalatradishu Bhauma Ijjadi. All these are related to me and they'll protect me. At the end of my life, they are going to protect me throughout my life. Now I will protect them, later they will protect me. They think like this. And Yattirtha Buddhi Salile na Karihichit. Then they think just Tirtha means just somewhere a water body is there, they has to go and take dip in that holy place and come back. This is their thinking. But Srila Prabhupada and other Acharya scriptures are telling, if you are going for a Tirtha Yatra, go to pilgrimage place and associate with a devotee. This I am not telling. Who is telling? Yudhishthira Maharaj is telling. When Vidura came back from his pilgrimage places, Yudhishthira Maharaj is telling like this. What is the necessity for you to go to a pilgrimage? You yourself is a pilgrimage. Vidura, he himself is a pilgrimage. Why? Because pure devotees like Vidura and Srila Prabhupada, they always carry the Supreme Personality of Godhead in their heart. Wherever the Lord is, that is Tirtha himself. Right? So wherever Vidura is going, that place is becoming Tirtha itself. Tirtha Kurvanti Tirthani. That is the same word Yudhishthira Maharaj used. You yourself is a personification of Tirtha. That place only he says, other places, all scriptures it is said, when you went to a pilgrimage, you should have darshan, all these things. If some holy place, dip is there, yes, we can take dip. Then the most important point is that hear from a guru. One should hear the glories of Krishna from authorized source in the pilgrimage. Otherwise, Tirtha Yatra will become no useless. It will become no use. It will become simply useless. Tirtha Yatra will no use if you don't hear from an authorized source. They'll think Tirtha Yatra means they'll just think go to some water body, take dip and come back. Janeshvu abhigna swarat. And the abhigna means one who has transcendental knowledge. They don't approach them, Janeshu, people. And how they live? Sayeva Gokaraha. Shastra is comparing them just like bull, buffaloes and donkeys. Go means also cows also. Cows and donkeys, how they'll become? They'll act the same way common people will act. For delivering them in that act and relieving them from this ignorance, we have the responsibility of distributing Srila Prabhupada's books and taking this message ahead. And by doing this, we don't become great devotee, great sadhu, and we'll also sit next to Srila Prabhupada and putting one more Vyasasana. No, we are just acting like an instrument. Suppose, I think I already mentioned this example, but again, if your friend or your mother, your parents or your friend, he wrote a letter to you. And how will post that? And he'll post it in a post box that from village, that postman removes that post box and he sends to the current town or village where you are in. The another postman, he collects that and he delivers to you. How he delivers? How the message is given, the same way he delivers. Right? And he don't add. Something he'll strike, something he'll put adding, something he'll and he rub it. No, nothing like that. As it is, he'll receive. And the knowledge is not you are selfly realized. Of course, we are realizing by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, but all the knowledge we have got from Srila Prabhupada and the Guru Parampara. And so, we also should act like a postman, deliver, that's all. And don't take any credit. I have created 50 devotees. No, don't take any credit. Prabhupada has done 60 devotees. Prabhupada preached them. If one thinks like this, more purification happens for his heart. And very quickly, he raises to pure bhakti platform, Suddha Sattva platform, he reaches. Okay? And few more points I have written. I'll just tell that and I'll conclude this class. In the Skanda Purana, it is mentioned like this. In the Skanda Purana, actually, Brahma is explaining to Narada, in that one shloka it's tell, Vasudevam parityajya yo anyadeva upasate tyaktva sva moodatma bhunkte alahalam visham. Vasudevam parityajya. Anybody or the person who gives up the service of Lord Vasudeva, who is none other than Krishna, the son of Vasudeva, Anyadevam upasate. He gives up Lord Vasudeva's service and he starts worshipping Anyadevata. He starts worshipping demigods. It's just like Tetvamrutam, nectar, by rejecting nectar, and Moodatma is a fool, and Bhunkte alahalam visham, and he is eating alahala. Exact meaning is whoever worships other demigods giving up Vasudeva is a fool and eats deadly poison called alahala, rejecting nectar. Anybody who gives up worship of Krishna and goes to demigods is compared to the person who gives up nectar and drinking deadly poison alahala, is compared to that person. Okay? Then, in similar way, in Mahabharata, it is told, Yastu Vishnum parityajya mohadanyam upasate sa ema rasim upashrujya pamsu rasim jigrukshati. One who worships anyone other than Krishna, being under illusion, is considered as having accepted a heap of ashes while rejecting a pile of gold. If a pile of gold and a pile of heap of ashes are put side by side, Which one you select? A pile of ashes or a heap of a gold? Gold. Intelligent. This Mahabharata is comparing, if you give up the gold and accept ashes, heap of ashes, how it will be? In the same way, if you give up Krishna's service and worship others, it's just like that. See, all the Shastras are concluding like this. Our Acharyas, Shastras, whether Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Shankaracharya, including Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya, he may be preached Advaita Siddhanta, but at the end what he said? He said, Bhaja Govindam Mudamate. He said, worship Lord Govinda. Do bhajana about Govinda. Like that, he started telling. Including all the Acharyas, whether Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, any Acharya, they told, ultimately you should worship Lord Vishnu or Krishna. That will only save you from this imminent danger of material suffering. And 1 minute I'll just take. What is that material suffering? Acharyas are giving so much stress on material suffering. What is that? I think most of you attended today's morning Mangalarati, right? What is the first stanza we sang? Samsara davana nalalida loka tranaya karunya gana ganatvam. Means, in this material world, samsara means in this material world, if forest fire occurs in a forest, how it will be, so many animals will be suffering. See, in the forest fire, there are different kinds of suffering. See, some animals, those who have got legs, they'll run, they'll flee, and they try to protect themselves. Those are wings, they'll just fly off. For them, very least burnings. Because they have got wings, they'll just fly off and they'll save themselves. All the birds. Animals, they'll just try to walk in here and there with little burnings, they'll try to save most of the animals. But reptiles and especially snakes, they has to crawl, no? They cannot walk. For them, very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Most gross, ignorant people are compared to the snakes. The intelligent people are compared to the birds. They'll just fly off and they'll save themselves. And moderate, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, working people or some people are there, no? They are compared to animals. They'll just try to flee here and there. But most gross, ignorant people are compared to snakes. In that forest fire is there, immediately dial. For what? Fire, what is that? What do you call? Fire? Fire station. No, some name is there for it. Okay. Okay, fire station is just dial. And they'll bring with a big tanker and they'll put water on the forest. The fires will extinguish? No. If a house burns, they'll put water and it will get extinguished. Yes. But if a forest burns, forest is there for kilometers. In that case, only samsara davan nalililaloka tranaya karunya ganaganatvam. In that, a merciful cloud has to come, it seems. To extinguish the forest fire, a cloud has to come and it has to rain. Suddenly, if it rains in the forest, what will happen? All the forest fire will extinguishes. Yes? In the same way, when people are suffering, different kinds of people are suffering in the forest fire, in this material miseries, Acharya like Srila Prabhupada, he brings a mercy cloud. What is that cloud? Krishna. And he showers Krishna Prema to all the living entities. And he tries to protect them from that material suffering. That's how he protects. Samsara dhamanalaliya loka tranaya karunya ganaganatvam. And praptasya kalyana gunarnavasya. And he brings the praptasya, very merciful Like that spiritual master, Vande Guru Shri Charana Praptasya Kalyana Gunarnavasya Vande Guru Shri Charana Aravindam. Like that spiritual master, to that spiritual master, I prostrate myself before him. Like that, the prayer is there. Suffering means in the material world, like that. Different kinds of sufferings are there, no? Like birds are suffering, animals are suffering, snakes are suffering. Birds are least suffering because they have got knowledge. We also suffer like birds, least, because we have got little knowledge by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. Okay? I'll stop here. If anybody has got any questions, please ask me. One or two questions, I'll try to answer. Hare Krishna, bro. Yes.
You're speaking about loans.
Yes.
The person who has got laid off by the company, was left off with 6 lakhs loans.
Yes.
Sometimes people commit suicide also because of not able to be
Yes.
repay.
Yes.
What is the instruction, Prabhu? Means common instruction for those who don't have loans right now, and for those who have loans, what is the instruction how to come out of it?
Yes. For that, our Acharya, Srila Rupa Goswami, has given example. See, if you are earning X amount, spend only that much. Why you want to spend into 10 times? We are earning X amount, but we'll spend 10x amount. That is the problem. But Rupa Goswami has given example. He earned X amount, he divided by 2. X by 2, he divided it. And 50% of his income, he gave to Krishna consciousness activities. Because an Acharya like Srila Prabhupada is going village to village in the forms of books and is preaching. So we should also contribute to his mission, to fulfill his mission, his dreams. So a example is that 50% of our income, it's in general, what Rupa Goswami said, I am telling. 50% of our income should be dedicated to Krishna consciousness activities. Another 50%, only 25% amount you can spend for your family necessities. And another 25% amount you can bank it for emergencies. This is the general thing which is given by Rupa Goswami. If all of us follow the same thing, especially those who are working, no difficulties will come. Because this is an authorized method which is approved by Srila Prabhupada also. 50% to Krishna consciousness, and another in that 25% for our family necessities, and another 25% for family emergencies. This is the example given by Rupa Goswamis. But nowadays what we are doing? We are getting X amount, 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs multiplications to 60 lakhs, how much, bro? How much times we will multiply? 30 times, 30x that is. 30 times he has taken loan. See? And how many days he has to eat? Not days, it's around 25 years. Normally house loan they'll give it for 25 years, no? 15 to 25 years they'll give. 25 years he has to pay. So much difficult, no? Just spend how much you are earning, in that only spend nicely. Actually in India, most of the states, I don't name 1 or 2 states, most of our states, people want to show off. We want to show off. What is that? I'm earning this one, so I should stay in luxury apartment. How many? It's only crores. One apartment is 5, 6, 7 crores. How much salary you are getting? Only 2 lakhs. But you want how many? How much worth of amount house you want? 2 crores, 3 crores, 7 crores, 5 crores, 10 crores. Apartments or houses we want to stay. That is the problem. No need to show off like that. You just live simple living. That's what Krishna consciousness philosophy is telling. Just live very simply, minimum necessities. And think about high thinking. High thinking means what? No need to think how creation came, all these things. Just think about Krishna. That is called high thinking. No need, this is how this graha is working, how this planet is working. This is all high thinking you may think. No. Only simply think about Krishna. Krishna is heavy, thinking about Krishna means it will become high thinking. Right? In that way, simple living, high thinking, no problems will come. Actually, Prabhupada also mentions about one story in Bengal. One Brahmin used to stay and used to teach Sanskrit for the children. And is not such a nice teacher. The king himself came to his house and offered some services. Oh my dear such and such Brahmana, I am planning to build a house for you and I am planning to award some wealth. What do you say? And he rejected. What is the necessity? I don't require any necessity. Then the king is saying, his rooftop all holes are there. His rooftop all holes are there. If it rains, all the water will come inside his house. Then same thing king said, see, all the rooftop is gone, it's spoiled fully, I'll construct a new house. He's telling, no, what is the necessity? We'll take one bowl and keep under that. Not required. When rain, we'll just keep one bowl. What is the necessity to construct another house? Not required. Then at least I'll give you some amount. You don't have anything, no. No, what is the necessity again? All my students are bringing some grains. My wife daily she's plucking the tamarind leaves from next house, next tree, one tamarind tree is there. She's daily plucking tamarind leaves and she's making dal and she's cooking some rice. We are happy with that. Daily tamarind dal and rice, that's all. No paneer, no rasgulla, nothing. They're happy. Why? Because he's Krishna consciousness person. Of course, in our case it's very, very difficult. We want, that's why Krishna is so merciful. He gave transcendental prasadam. All of us can eat, at least initial stages, till neck we can eat. No issues. Okay? But I'm just telling an example. Householder, if we can be like this simple living, it's very simple. No issues at all. No issues comes at all. Because he is contributing to Krishna consciousness, all his miseries will be nulled down, almost to zero. But little miseries will come, otherwise to such an extent that almost to zero it will be nullified. So the best advice is Rupa Goswami's advice. If they can follow this one, it will be very helpful for them. Okay, any other question? Yeah, bro.
Previously, to find a person who can give us a loan, it will be very difficult.
Very difficult, yes.
Now, the person who gives loan is in our pocket.
Yes.
Credit card. This is encouraging people to spend more and more.
Yes.
What is the instruction about use of credit cards?
See, again the same principle. Use of credit card means whatever card, it's a personal loan or a credit card, later you have to repay. See, initially, previously, you need to purchase means you need to go to shop. At least in Hyderabad also, previously, at least 2 decades back, if you want to purchase major things, not like kirana saman and all, some rice, dal, not that. If you want to purchase a dress, if you want to purchase some toys, all these things, from all over the Hyderabad, most of them, they used to come to Koti, Abits, Koti they used to come, 2 decades back. Nowadays what happened? Everything there in your mobile. Everything is there in your mobile. All the items, if you just press one button, everything is there in your mobile. And they'll nicely market such and such instrument, very useful. If you don't have this instrument, your life is useless. Like that they'll market. Yes or no? Yes. So, we should not fall for these marketing techniques. Yes, it is marketing techniques for them to sell more things. Initially, at least 2 decades, 2.5 decades back, if you purchase a toothpaste for entire family, it used to come for 1 month. Then 1 month, one family is purchasing one toothpaste means how their sales will go up. Then what they did, they increased the diameter of the outlet. Outlet diameter they increase. So for one person, 1 month it's coming nowadays. So family 4 people are there. Now they are purchasing, instead of 1, they are purchasing 4. See what a technique they used. Like that, so many marketing techniques, they'll bring up so many things, but don't fall for it. Whatever is bare necessity, that only we purchase, and that only we can purchase and offer everything to Krishna. In that way, our credit card bills, everything will be in limits. And if you are every day, if you are hearing from Srila Prabhupada, we cannot fall simply like that for some marketing techniques, all these things. And nicely hear from Srila Prabhupada, and when you are spending, think once again, is it really required? Is it really required for my necessity? Or without this also I am happy? Like that, you just think before purchasing. Like this, if you use some 1 or 2 material techniques, you can come out of using credit cards so many times like that, bro. Okay, then they'll be happy. Okay, I'll stop here. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanand.
హరే టెంపుల్ వారి మరో అపురూప కానుక హరే కృష్ణవాణి ఆధ్యాత్మిక మాసపత్రిక. ఇప్పుడు మొబైల్ యాప్ ద్వారా కూడా సులభంగా పత్రికలు చదువుకునే సౌకర్యం, వార్షిక సభ్యత్వం, భగవద్గీత, భాగవత ప్రవచనాలు, స్ఫూర్తి సందేశాలు, ఇంకా మరెన్నో సదుపాయాలతో హరే కృష్ణవాణి మొబైల్ యాప్ నేడే డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి. మరిన్ని వివరాల కోసం కాల్ చేయండి 913310